Finally, it is here. Rockstar have finally given us some expanded and enhanced info. We got a whole Newswire today, so let's go ahead and take a look at it. Obviously, right off the bat, this screenshot is of the expanded and enhanced. All the screenshots we're going to be taking a look at are of the expanded and enhanced. And I don't know, it's hard to tell because obviously I don't have anything to compare it against just at the moment. I don't know if like the trees maybe are different. There is, it looks at least to me like there is some difference in the lighting potentially, but honestly, I mean, it looks, I don't know, it looks pretty normal. So I don't really know what to make of that. I think it's going to be kind of hard to do like a very good comparison of the expanded and enhanced to what we have now until like the game comes out and we can go on each different system and sort of check it out. But interesting. Okay, so let's go ahead and just read through this. GTA 5 and GTA Online coming March 15th for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. So still no PC info. I don't know what the hell is happening with PC. I don't think they mentioned it in here. So, of course, this first paragraph just giving a description of the game, basically. These new versions of GTA 5 and GTA Online introduce high-end PC visuals to the console experience with the new graphics modes featuring up to 4K resolution, a frame rate of up to 60 FPS, improved texture quality, HDR options, and ray tracing, as well as utilizing the technical advancements of the latest console hardware for faster load times, immersive 3D audio, support for platform-specific features, and more. Now, I'm not going to lie, as you can, I mean, you're going to see a lot of these, like when they say ray tracing, I don't really, it's not the ray tracing I think everyone is thinking about, because none of this stuff really looks ray traced to me. Also, you do have to realize up to 4K and up to 60 FPS. So hopefully that means there's different modes you can like choose if you want 4K or if you maybe just want more FPS. Either way, it's probably not going to be 4K 60 FPS all the time, maybe if ever. But again, though, here we have a screenshot. I mean, it looks good. I don't really see like the ray tracing. Maybe again, we'll have to wait until we get some actual gameplay to check it out, but it does look good. It looks pretty solid. GTA 5, experience interwoven stories of Franklin, Michael, and Trevor, blah, blah, blah. Obviously in greater detail than ever before with stunning all new levels of visual detail. So maybe that does mean there's going to be more, you know, variety in the trees and stuff. The flowers and all that, the flora, fauna, whatever. That would be cool. They say choose from one of 3 new detailed graphic settings to tailor your gameplay for what matters most. Okay, so here we go. Didn't even read ahead. And what I just mentioned is what they say here. So there's the fidelity mode, which targets 30 FPS. And in this mode on the PS5 and Xbox Series X, you will get native 4K with ray tracing enabled, while the Xbox Series X is just the upscaled 4K. Then you also have performance mode. This one is tuned for 60 FPS, so you know you're not going to be getting 4K. It's you get upscaled 4K on the PS5 and Xbox Series X. Xbox Series S, you get only 1080p. And then you also have a performance ray trace mode, which is sort of a hybrid. It says it targets an upscaled 4K resolution with ray tracing, kind of trying to hit 60 FPS. So 3 different modes, which you can just pick and choose which one you like better. And what I'll probably do when this comes out, because I did just get a PS5, we'll do some testing to see, you know, what the difference looks like. Here's another screenshot. Again, at nighttime. This is maybe when you would see some of those ray tracing effects. And usually it's with the lighting like on the ground, so maybe that's kind of what you're seeing here. Again, though, it does look pretty similar to sort of what we have at the moment, but we'll just continue along. These new versions also offer across-the-board improvements, including faster load times, increased population and traffic variety, that's actually hopefully a big one, increased vegetation density, improved lighting quality across shadows, water reflections, and other elements. Also improved anti-aliasing, motion blur, highly detailed new explosions, fire, and much more. So just, you know, some of the littler, smaller effects. There's also new levels of responsiveness with the haptic feedback and dynamic resistance via the adaptive triggers on the PlayStation 5's wireless controller, adding new sensations to weather effects, directional damage, rough road surfaces, explosions, and much more. Platform-specific features also include immersive audio using the Tempest 3D positional audio on the PS5 and spatial sound on the Xbox Series X. I don't really know what any of that means, but cooler little things probably. Hopefully it's fun. Here we have a look at, I believe, a new vehicle with potentially, I've seen some people claim this is sort of that chameleon paint job, but it's got a livery that sort of covers everything, so it's hard to really tell. But they do actually get into GT Online, and this is an interesting part here. So, the massive and unrivaled experience of GT Online with an unprecedented 8 years worth of gameplay will continue to evolve with the PS5 and Xbox Series X. And this new generation of GT Online includes a range of new vehicles and a new addition to the Los Santos car meet, How's Special Works. We already knew about that kinda, but obviously just them confirming it again. This encompasses best-in-class vehicle upgrades, a new class of races using special modified vehicles, which actually sounds awesome, and a weekly rotation of special works time trials, along with a premium test ride where you can get behind the wheel of those newly modified vehicles for free. So they are just continuing some of those quality of life things, which is awesome. This does sound really cool. This How Special Works. Hopefully there is more though. I don't really know if they mentioned it in here, but hopefully there is more. In addition though, to access being included, GT Online will also be available as a standalone title. So that's how you can get it for free if you're a PlayStation Plus member. For the first 3 months of launch, this standalone will be available to play and keep forever for free. So it's unfortunate, I guess, if you don't have a PS5 in these 3 months, because then you'll have to eventually pay for GT Online standalone if you do want to play it. Another screenshot from the expanded enhanced. Again, though, I think the biggest thing you're probably maybe looking at is some of the lighting on like the clothes and stuff. Continuing though, new players might need more than just a pistol, so this is where the new career builder comes into play. And this sounds kind of neat for newer players. Or I guess they say anyone who wants to reset their character and get a fresh start. So with this system, you get $4 million straight up, right off the bat, and you can just choose what you spend it on, I guess. So they say you can choose different business properties, vehicles, and weapons. Also, both PS5 and Xbox Series X will have an assortment of new quality of life improvements, including a newly designed introduction and tutorial for new players, a new front-end main menu that allows you to jump directly into free mode, heist, races, adversary modes, the latest weekly event, and more. So this almost sounds like how Red Dead Online's menu works. So it looks like that's what they're just doing here. Here's another screenshot of the expanded enhance. Maybe again, they said these were new, these explosion effects. You let me know in the comments if you can notice a difference maybe between these expanded enhanced and sort of what we have at the moment. But to wrap it up, we have one final thing, and this is where they mentioned the character transfers. Because I'm sure if you are going to the next console, you might want to switch, or you might want to transfer your character. And this is where they don't actually mention PC, so it's maybe a little annoying if you're trying to go from PC to like a PS5 or an Xbox Series X. But PS4 and Xbox One members will be able to transfer both their story mode progress and their current GT Online progress to the PS5 or Xbox Series X. You get a one-time migration, Rockstar says. Starting today, players can begin transferring by uploading a save to the Rockstar Games Social Club. To begin this process, enter GTA 5 on your current console account, go to the Game tab of the pause menu. From there, select Upload Save Game option, and then please note you can only store one game save per platform at a time, and saves will remain available to download for 90 days. So I guess you can get started on that if you wanted to. Players with a Rockstar Games Social Club account will also be able to migrate their GT their GTA Online character progress to the PS5 or Xbox Series X on March 15th upon loading up the game on either of these new consoles. So I'm guessing you just sign into your Social Club account and it'll ask you if you want to migrate. And again, though, it only says PS5 and Xbox Series X. There's no mention of PC. They do say, though, that this migration, of course, includes basically everything: characters, money, progression, stats, vehicles, properties, weapons, blah, blah. Basically, anything associated with your account, you'll get it. And actually, what's kind of neat, the pre-purchase, so obviously the game comes out March 15th, but you can pre-purchase and preload on March 8th, so 4 days from now. And then, of course, a physical release coming in April. So if you want to spend more money, buy it now and then get the physical copy in April. And the final little tidbit for GTA Online platform migrations, purchased GTA money can only be transferred between platforms of the same family. So if you purchase Shark cards and you still have that money in your account, you can only transfer from the PS4 to the PS5 or the Xbox One to the Xbox Series X. You can't go from the PS4 to the PS or to the Xbox Series X, and you can't go from the Xbox One to the PS5 if you have Shark card money, unless, of course, you spend it. So it's still not a whole lot. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I feel like a lot of this stuff we kind of already knew, but we did get a bunch of new screenshots, which we might actually take a more in-depth look at tomorrow. But for now, this is what we know. This is the new updated info. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Hopefully you guys are excited for the expanded and enhanced. Let me know in the comments how many of you guys are going to be switching. It probably depends on if you actually have a new console, which I think is the hardest part. But I'd be curious to see. So let me know in the comments. Thank you guys for watching, though. Please drop a like if you enjoy. Subscribe for more GTA content. And as always, I'll see you all in the next one.